What's going on, all you Minties? Uncanny Omar from Near Mint Condition. Why am I doing this motion? I swear, that isn't a hint or anything. Not sure why I'm doing that. Anyway, today I'm announcing two brand new Marvel Omnis coming out in January of 2024. So let's go ahead and get started. This video is sponsored by Marvel Comics, so thank you so much to David Gabriel and the fine folks at Marvel for sending us advance notice of both of these books. Now, before going any further, I always like to remind people to hit that like button, please. That is a small thing you can do, but it goes a long way for us here on the channel. Share the video, keep away from the comments, and thank you so much to all the wonderful folks that have shared our videos. Seriously, you all have no idea how much that means to us. All right, we have two brand new Omnis. Just go ahead and tell you one is a volume 2, and the other one, I'm so glad that that one's being made, because that one to me has been a long time coming. So let's go ahead and talk about the first one, that is volume 2. I just actually did an overview of volume 1 on the channel a couple of weeks ago. It is, of course, our favorite Stars and Stripes, Captain America. So I'm talking about Captain America by Nick Spencer Omnibus volume 2. Now, before we talk about the content, let's take a look at the standard edition cover. And a standard edition cover with both Captain America Steve Rogers and Captain America Sam Wilson staring at each other. That one is drawn by Jesus Saiz. Now, the big question has been, since people were thinking if this was ever to come out, would they include the big event that took place during this particular time of Nick Spencer's run on Captain America? Well, one way to find out. Let's take a look at the content together. So this collects Captain America Sam Wilson 18 through 24, Captain America Steve Rogers 12 through 19, Captain America 25, that's when the series was renamed, so both Sam Wilson and Steve Rogers, it became one title with Captain America 25, Secret Empire 0 through 10, so that's the answer you were waiting for. It is included in here. Secret Empire Omega, Generation Sam Wilson Captain America, and Steve Rogers Captain America #1, and material from Free Comic Book Day 2017 Secret Empire 1, and Not Brand Ek, the 2018 number 14. So this does include Secret Empire, which is something that the first volume was doing, was building towards that particular storyline. And this is all, of course, after volume 1 of the Omnibus. And after this is when Mark Waid and Chris Samney came back to the book. And that, after that, is the Ta-Nehisi Coates Captain America run, if you're keeping tabs on how to read this in collected editions, because I know I get asked a lot. But before we talk about some of the creators behind this omnibus, let's take a look at the direct market cover. So this direct market cover is supplied by Elizabeth Torque, and it features Sam Wilson Captain America, Mockingbird, Hercules, Iron Man, Ant-Man, which Ant-Man though? Hank Pym, Scott Lang, could be another Ant-Man, and Quicksilver on that cover, and that is your direct market cover. Now, this is the rest of Nick Spencer's run, so he is the main writer on here. I believe Donny Cates actually helps him write a couple of issues, but you have Andre Sorrentino, Lionel Yu, Steve McNiven, Daniela Cunha, and Javier Pina, and also Jesus Saiz doing some of the covers, or actually doing some of the internal artwork in here too. So you have all those contributors helping to the book, and of course the Secret Empire event all collected in here as a whole. That one has been available in trade paperback and in oversized hardcover format, but will also be in here. And I wonder how it'll be mapped, whether they will have the issues of Captain America Sam Wilson and Captain America Steve Rogers in between issues of Secret Empire. I hope so. But that is your volume 2 for the people wondering where that book is. I was asked when I did my overview of the first volume if there was a chance of having a volume 2, and now you know your answer. And hopefully with these modern runs that we have, because we also have the Captain America by Ta-Nehisi Coates, we also get some kind of Captain America by Mark Waid and Chris Samney in oversized format, and I would love for them to go back to some classic stories like the Mark Gruenwald era of Captain America. All right, let's talk about the next book. Now, I said the next book is a long time coming, especially for someone like me, because I'm a big fan of this book. My wife is a big fan of this writer and the character, and it is my pleasure to get to announce Spider-Man by Chip Zdarsky Omnibus. So one thing you may have noticed, I'm not announcing Spectacular Spider-Man by Chip Zdarsky. I'm announcing Spider-Man by Chip Zdarsky Omnibus. So, before we look at the content, let's take a look at the standard edition cover. And that standard edition cover is supplied by Adam Kubert, who was one of the artists on the book. I love how simplistic and yet iconic that is, of him just ripping his shirt off and unveiling the spider logo underneath here. So, what are the contents of this book? This is big. I love this particular omnibus because not only does it collect the Spectacular Spider-Man, so let's look at it together. Collecting Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man 1 through 6, and then when it was renumbered to the Legacy number, 297 to 310, Peter Parker the Spectacular Spider-Man Annual number 1, Free Comic Book Day 2017 Secret Empire number 1, the Spider-Man story, Spider-Man Life Story is in here, as well as the Life Story Annual, and Spider-Man Spider Shadow. I am so glad that they put those two stories in here, because that really does make it a Spider-Man by Chip Zdarsky omnibus. Now, before we talk about some of the artists that helped Chip Zdarsky on his journey here, let's take a look at the direct market cover. And this direct market cover is, just that picture of J. Jonah Jameson eating dinner with Spider-Man, is drawn by Paulo Cicada. So that is your direct market cover. So in here, you're going to find the artwork of not just Adam Kubert, like I mentioned, but also Mark Bagley, because he's the one that did the Spider-Man Life Story, and Pasquale Ferry, who did Spider Shadow. So Life Story, we've done an overview here. It's been released in oversized hardcover format. It's been released in trade paperback format. It's a beautiful story of what if Spider-Man aged in real time. Spider-Man Spider Shadow is kind of like that. It's an alternate reality. What if the symbiote had bonded with Peter Parker and stayed with Peter Parker? And that is another one of those what if titles. And of course, the very underrated but much appreciated Peter Parker the Spectacular Spider-Man coming out. My wife loved this series and she was wondering if it would ever be released in omnibus format. So she got to find out the same time you all did. Because I couldn't tell her, but now she knows. So I am so happy that is coming out. Both the standard edition cover, it's a hard one to know which one I like more. I do like the standard edition cover. Like I said, it's simplistic. Adam Kubert, one of the greatest artists, but also that Cicada cover. Man, that's nice. All right. In the comments below, don't forget to let me know what you think about the mapping, the covers, and these particular omnis. Don't forget to pre-order as soon as these books become available for pre-order. Any questions, leave them down below. That's it, everyone. Thank you again to David Gabriel and the folks at Marvel. Everyone stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.